Welcome to Comfort Learn classes. In this video, we will solve the exercise questions from application of trigonometry. So here I don't take any basic concept. I hope you guys are comfortable with all the basic concepts of trigonometry. I will directly start with the questions here. So in this chapter, there is only one exercise, and in one exercise you have around 15 to 16 questions. So I will solve each of these 16 questions here. Let's start with the first question. A circus artist is climbing a 20-meter long rope which is tightly stretched and tied from the top of a vertical pole to the ground. Find the height of the pole if the angle made by the rope with the ground level is 30 degree. Okay, so here for the first question, the figure is given in the textbook itself. So in figure number 9.1, 20-meter long rope. Okay, so the circus artist is climbing this 20-meter long rope which is tightly stretched and tied from top of a vertical pole. Okay, so this is the pole. Find the height of the pole if the angle made by rope with the ground level is 30 degree. So even this angle made by rope with the ground is given here, and we need to find the height of the pole, right? So one of the simple, so this can be solved in 2 to 3 steps. So let me start with the solution of the first question here. Fine. So in this application of trigonometry, in each of these questions you will find a right angled triangle, right? In all the 16 questions, first thing is you need to form a right angled triangle. So here we know the length of the rope and then angle made by it with the ground, right? So this is 30 degree here, and we need to find this h. So now if you take the trigonometric ratio, so here the question is which trigonometric ratio you will take. There are 6 trigonometric ratios. So out of those 6 trigonometric ratios, which one you will take? So here the given data is, if I take this theta as a reference, okay, this angle as a reference, so this is your hypotenuse and this is the opposite side, right? So now height and opposite sides. So what are the ratio? What is the ratio of height and opposite sides? That gives the sine ratio. What is sine theta? Sine theta is opposite divided by hypotenuse. So here theta is 30 degree, so sine 30 is equal to opposite, that is h, and then hypotenuse, that is 20, right? And what is sine 30? Sine 30 is 1 by 2 and h divided by 20, right? So if you just cross multiply, you will get h is equal to 20 divided by 2, which is equal to 10. So the height of the pole h is equal to 10 meters, right? So this is the solution for your first question. Let's take the second one. So here the second question, a tree breaks due to storm and broken part bends so that the top of the tree touches the ground, making an angle of 30 degree with it. The distance between the foot of the tree to the point where the top touches the ground is 8 meters. Find the height of the tree, right? So here for this question the figure is not given. So first you need to draw a figure for this given data. So again you will definitely get a right angle triangle, because we can use this trigonometric ratios only in a right angle triangle. So first thing is get a right angle triangle from the given data, right? Okay, so second question. Okay, a tree breaks due to storm, right? So let me take this as a tree. Okay, so this is your tree here. So this tree breaks due to storm and the broken part bends so that top of the tree touches the ground, making an angle of 30 degree. Okay, so this broken part touches the ground and makes an angle of 30 degree, right? So this and this are same. So because of storm, it breaks and touches the ground here. Okay, and in all the questions you need to assume a pole, a tree, a tower or a building are making 90 degree with the ground. So the distance between the foot of the tree and the point where the top touches the ground is 8 meters. So this distance is given. That is, if I take this as point B and this one as C, the distance between B and C is 8 and this is your A here, right? And what we need to find here? We need to find the height of the tree. Okay, so the question here is find height of the tree. Okay, so now first tell me what is this height of the tree here. So in this case it is from point B to, if I take this point as D, so here the height of tree is B to D. And what is B to D? That is B to A plus A to D, right? Okay, so we need to find BA and then AD, add these two, you will get the total height of the tree, right? So now how to get BA and AD? Again, trigonometric ratios. Here this 30 degree is given and then this adjacent side is given, and we need to find this AB and then AC. Let's find AB here. Let's find AB. How to find AB? We need AB and we have this adjacent side. Then what is the ratio of this opposite and then adjacent? So that is your tan. So tan theta is equal to opposite divided by adjacent. Okay, and tan 30 is equal to opposite AB divided by adjacent 8. Now substitute the values. What is tan 30? Tan 30 is tan 30 1 by root 3. Okay, so what is tan 30? Tan 30 is 1 by root 3 AB here and then 8 here, right? Okay, so then if you cross multiply, then AB is equal to 8 by root 3. So we got AB here. Next find DA. We know that DA is equal to AC because these two are the same parts, right? So this part breaks and bends and touches the ground. So DA and then AC are same. Let's find AC. So AC is the hypotenuse and BC is the adjacent. And what is the ratio of these two? Cos theta is equal to adjacent divided by hypotenuse. So theta is 30, cos 30 is equal to adjacent 8 divided by hypotenuse AC, right? And what is cos 30? Cos 30, one sec. So it is root 3 by 2. Cos 30 is a root 3 by 2 and here 8 divided by AC. If you just cross multiply, you will get AC is equal to 8 into 2 divided by root 3, which is equal to 16 by root 3. So here we got AC or you can call it as AD because both are same, right? So then what is the total height of the tree? That is our BD here, BA or AB plus AD. And what is AB here? 8 by root 3 and AD is 16 by root 3. So how to add these two? 18 by 8 by root 3 and then 16 by root 3. So just a fraction addition. We have the same denominator, keep root 3 here and then 8 plus 16. and 8 plus 16 is 24 divided by root 3. You can keep this as it is, or if you want to rationalize the denominator, multiply root 3 and root 3 here. So we will get 24 root 3 divided by 3. Root 3 into root 3 is root 3 square, which is equal to 3. Okay, so if you simplify this, 3 ones are 3 8s are. So the total height of the tree, that is BD, will be 8 root 3 meters, right? 8 root 3 meters. Fine. So this is the solution for the second question. A statue 1.6 meters tall stands on top of a pedestal. So there is a pedestal here. What is pedestal? It is a base to a statue. On top of pedestal we have this statue here. Okay, from a point on the ground, the angle of elevation of top of the statue is 60 degree, right? So if you take a point on top of the statue and some point on the ground and join these 2 points, right? So here the angle of elevation made by this line with ground is 60 degree. What else is given? And from the same point, the angle of elevation of the top of the pedestal is 45 degree. So take this point as top of a pedestal. Now join these 2 points. Okay, this is a top point on top of a pedestal, and then angle made by this line with the ground is 45 degree. So here, okay, 1.6 meter tall statue. So this is 1.6 meter. The height of the statue is 1.6 meter. Now we need to find the height of the pedestal. So what is the height of the pedestal here, right? Okay, so here to find the height of the pedestal, let me take it as h. To find the height of the pedestal, we need trigonometric ratios, and to use trigonometric ratios we need right angle triangles. So from the figure you need to take the available right angle triangles and then apply trigonometric ratios. So keep it simple, just take the vertices of triangle here. Let me take this point as A and this point as B, and if you take just as a straight line, this will be your point C and this is your point D. Okay, so now what are the triangles we got? First one is triangle A, B and then D, and we have one more triangle here, that is ACB, triangle ACB. If you want, you can just draw these 2 triangles here, ABD and then ACB, and then put the available data on these 2 triangles. So ABD, so here the angle is 45 degree, and this we need to find ABD, we need to find this DB, and okay, that's it given. No, we don't, AB is not given and then AD is also not given, just this angle 45 degree is given. And in ACB, ACB, again AB is not given, and then the whole length BC is not given, but the CD is given, but as of now just take this as CB, right? So AB, CB, fine. So now which trigonometric ratio you will take? As we need the height of the pedestal, we need this side, and we can see here in these 2 triangles this AB is common, yes or no? This AB is common in these 2 triangles. So what I will do, I will take AB from this triangle and AB from this triangle, and then I will equate those 2. So here let me take this 60 degree here, and wait, can I take this CB as sum of these 2, that is 1.6 plus h? Okay, fine, I will take CB as 1.6 plus h and then DB as just h. Fine, then now apply trigonometric ratios here. So if you take the first triangle, h and then AB, ratio of h and AB will give tan theta is equal to dB by AB. Again here you can use the same tan theta is equal to CB by AB, right? Now substitute the values. What is theta here? 45. Tan 45 is equal to dBH divided by AB as it is. Here tan 60 CB 1.6 plus H divided by AB, right? Okay, tan 45 is 1, so 1 is equal to H by AB, and tan 60 is root 3, which is equal to 1.6 plus H divided by AB. So AB is equal to, if you cross multiply, you will get H, and here AB is equal to 1.6 plus H divided by root 3. Okay, 1.6 plus H divided by root 3. Now equate these two because both are AB. Fine, I will equate these two then. So when you equate these two, you will get H is equal to 1.6 plus H divided by root 3. So this is a simple equation. Now you can easily solve this simple equation. Cross multiply, take this root 3 here. Root 3 H is equal to 1.6 plus H. Now take this H. Root 3H minus 1 is equal to 1.6. Fine. Okay. Sorry, root 3 minus H is equal to 1.6. Now if you take H common, root 3 minus 1 will be left here, and then 1.6. Then H is equal to 1.6 divided by root 3 minus 1. Okay, so this can be your final answer, but if you want to rationalize the denominator, just multiply numerator and denominator by root 3 minus 1. You know this. This is learnt in class 9th, root 3 minus 1. So when you multiply root 3 minus 1 with the numerator and denominator, you will get 1.6 into root 3 minus 1. And in the denominator, root 3 minus 1, root 3 minus 1. Do you remember the identity? What is that identity? One sec. We need to multiply with the conjugate. So you need to take plus here. Yes or no? Root 3 plus 1, root 3 plus 1. Why we need root 3 plus 1? Because here, if I take a plus b or a minus b into a plus b, if I take a minus b into a plus b, I will get a square minus b square. Hence, you will get a rational number. So here root 3 is a and then 1 is b. You will get root 3 whole square minus 1 square. Okay? 1.6 root 3 plus 1 divided by root 3 whole square. This root and then 2 will cancel out. Why these 2 will cancel out? Because what is root 3? 3 raised to 1 by 2. Root itself is 1 by 2 whole raised to 2. These 2 will cancel out. Then you will be left with 3 minus 1. Okay. So what is 3 minus 1? 2. Let me write it here. 1.6 root 3 plus 1 divided by 2. 1.6 by 2, 0.8 root 3 plus 1 meters. Okay. So this is your H. What is H? The height of the tower, 0.8 root 3 plus 1. Okay, fine. So this is a tower on top of, sorry, this is a pedestal. On top of pedestal we have tower here. The height of the tower is given and we got the height of the pedestal here. So how you got this height of the pedestal? By taking trigonometric ratios. Before taking trigonometric ratios, these two triangles are important. Take these two triangles, get AB from both the triangles and then equate. Then you will get an expression for H. 0.8 into root 3 plus 1.